Liz Mombi. Nimi unatafuta?
Namba yako ni
070.
Amazing. Good evening and praise the name of Jesus, our beloved viewers. My name is Faith Mwangi. Welcome to another episode of Miles with God. What a beautiful moment, what a beautiful season. Guess what? We're already in the second quarter of the year, and it has been a beautiful journey of trusting in the Lord, hoping in the Lord, putting our trust in the Lord. And let me tell you something, as the word says, that them that trust in the Lord, they are like Mount Zion. They cannot be shaken. And of course, that is what we can testify even this far. We are coming to you live from our Facebook channel and also our YouTube channel at Oasis of Love Mwea. And I'm hoping that you are well from wherever you're watching us from. I hope you've been blessed. I hope the far that the Lord has carried you, you can testify and say that indeed I am no longer the same. The Lord has carried me. It was not by powers, it was not by might, but literally it is the grace of the Lord that have carried me. So kindly go to the comment section to ambia where you're following us from, and also go to the link, ensure that you're sharing it far and wide, and become a blessing. This week, I've been encouraged by a portion of scripture, a story that never gets old, in the book of Mark, chapter 5 from verse 25. And the word speaks of this woman with an issue of blood. And it is amazing how the story narrates of her, the many months, to be specific, 12 months of bleeding. And once I was going through the story, I came to realize that this woman was not just getting drained in the blood only, but I can imagine this a woman who was getting drained, morally, financially, and you can imagine getting from one physician to another physician, getting from one consultant to another consultant, and it got to a place that much as the society had the version of her, much as people thought about a certain way about her, there is that woman who one day woke up and decided, like, I'm not going to settle for many months that have been a failure or have failed in the sight of men. I'm not going to settle for that what I've been, been able to work out. I'm not going to settle for the pity that people, show towards me. I'm not going to settle for the feeling of feeling not enough, feeling not contented, feeling not enough, feeling not, complete, but I'm going to press on. Why? Because there is a physician who is not like any other physician, who is able to turn around your story. I'm speaking this because tonight we did not just come to bring a story, but we came to bring, the revelation of a God who is still doing in our times. We came to tell you that there is the same issue of the woman with the issue of the blood, who stayed and decided, like, I'm not going to focus so much on the 11 months that have been a waste to me, but I'm going to believe in 1 minute, that 1 minute of trusting that it is possible. It is possible for God to do it again. It is possible for God to create again. It is possible for God to redo that story again. And at that point, that is where Jesus was waiting for that one step of faith. I don't know the situation that you're going through right now, but as Miles with God, we are here to remind you, God is here tonight. God is in our midst tonight, and He is about to turn around a story as long as there's someone who is there to believe and trust in Him. Tonight, I am joined by an amazing couple, an amazing woman, an amazing husband, who have walked a journey of faith, who have believed that we are not going to settle for that which is impossible, but we are going to focus on the God of possibility, regardless of the situation. I'm speaking of people who God have challenged, who God have walked, through a journey with them. And at the end of the day, He has proven Himself faithful, even as they have continued to trust in Him. I'm not talking of any other, but before that, nataka niwakumbushe, share that link, ensure you're commenting, you're telling us where you're watching us from, and of course, you're going to become a blessing, even as we become a blessing to you. Are we ready for this? I don't want to say much. Allow me to go ahead to introduce my beautiful guest, my amazing guest tonight. And I'm so lucky after a very long time to be having a couple. I think this is what comes with me. It's a double portion. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I know you're not just going to be sharing your story, but you're also going to be blessing us together with my viewers. Kuna watu hawajai interact na nyinyi. For the first time, they are meeting you on screens. Na ningetaka wajue nyinyi ni kina nani. I don't know who comes first.
She does.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
All right, so my name is Elizabeth Mwangi Ogega. Ogega is my husband and Mwangi is my dad. And I'm super excited to be here tonight. And yeah, I'm looking forward. Looking forward to inspire more people even as we move on. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Nicholas Ogega Kuria. Kuria is my stepfather. Ogega is my Kisi name, so I am a Kisi, but again extended to become a Kikuyu through marriage again. But glad to be here tonight just to share our story. It is usually said that once we are, our story will have to impact others so that they can actually grow their faith in Christ.
Absolutely.
So purposefully, we are here just to share our story and also to see and encourage others who might also be going through whatever we've gone through, just to tell them that they are not alone. We are in this together and we can possibly make it through Christ who strengthens us.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It is such an honor even to have met you and also to be bringing your story. Yes. I want to believe, like you said, you're not just here to speak out the experience that you've gone through, but you're here to become an encouragement to someone else. Yes. Because I want to believe it is not always to go through our own pages. Yes. But when you get some pages to compare notes with, life becomes easier, especially when you know there are people who are going through whatever you're going through or have gone through and they overcame. Thank you so much. I want to go back to, you're looking good actually, amazing together. I don't know whether he is the man of your knees, the man of your, I don't but maybe allow me to go back to, how did you happen? Where did you guys meet? If you can take us through. Kisi ni mbali. I want to, Kisi is a bit far. Right now, if you told me to, let me tell you something. I can only say like, Mungu alituunganisha. But maybe you can tell us, take us through how you people met.
Wow, okay. So that was in 2017.
Yes.
And I remember I was working in Nairobi, and we used to have interdenominational Bible studies.
So he's the man of your knees.
Yes.
Okay.
So we used to meet, but at that time he was dating, and I was dating as well. So I stayed there for around 1 year, and later transferred to another place.
Okay.
But still we were friends. We used to connect, we used to talk a lot. And I remember there was a time he was a little bit down because he was heartbroken fast before me. And I remember encouraging him a lot.
Wow. Wendo Mungu atatumia. Okay.
Yeah, so, and I really pitied what he went through because I knew him. I knew he was a very committed guy in that relationship. And as a friend, I was feeling, enyewe udem kuna tu vile. Later on, after some months, hata mimi nika heartbreakiwa. Yeah, so tukakaa watu wawili ambao
you have a lot in common.
Yeah, so pia kaendelea kuni-encourage, don't worry, mimi, you know, easy vitu happen. But I think we had built on our friendship.
Okay.
We had really built on our friendship. So it was, ushaiona wale mabeshto wenye hakuna kitu huwezi ambia, like we were like that. And so after a while, tukasema hii kitu inafanya ama
mbona isifanyike?
Tusonge kusana. And that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, and here we are.
Confirm that she's the woman of your niece.
Yes. You see, God will take you through some hardships kidogo,
Yes.
and take you through a bit of a journey, so that you can know that we can glorify him at the end.
Yeah.
Because when I met her, Naona ile you see someone and love at first sight, it is there, but now because you are with this person, you cannot possibly advance your feelings.
Mind you are in a relationship.
Yes.
So you're in a relationship.
So,
but it was love at first sight.
yes, I liked
love
her
this.
because she's very lively.
Okay.
I liked her a lot during that particular the session that we used to have. So I could just carry along with. I could go with my girlfriend. We go to the same Bible study. But how she could help each and every one of us.
Yeah.
After the Bible study, she used to have a van. So she could
Okay.
carry us,
Okay.
she could carry us back home, all of us. Na unaangalia yenyewe huyu mtu ana roho safi. Si kutamani, but again, you just tell God,
Singe mind.
not singe mind, but mwenye atapata yule, very lucky.
Wow.
So I didn't know that God was preparing us for this journey.
Yeah.
Because in 2017, later I got a heartbreak. 2018 also. So we started something off in 2018, and we didn't want to take a lot of time because we had spent much time knowing each other, and we didn't want to take a lot of chances.
Okay.
So one step led to another. Visited her place.
Okay.
They visited mine, and here we are.
Wow. Happily.
Yes.
Happily married. Happily married.
Yes.
And becoming an encouragement.
Very true.
Thank you so much. Do you know, like, people so much get familiar with their friends, and I think it has been a limitation even for friends getting married. There are those people who say, like, I want to get married to a friend, but there are also those people like, I would not want because the familiarity part of it, I'm used to them, blah blah blah. How did that work for you? Was it an issue?
Not really, because now I am a bit okay. I'm an introvert person.
Okay.
She talks a lot.
To believe.
So the friendship part came in handy because now she, the little times that we spent with her, she could know what I wanted, what I liked, what I didn't like. And it was easy for me to even have a relationship with her.
Wow.
So the friendship part, you cannot marry someone that you're not a friend to.
True.
So the spirit, the familiarity, unless one wants to take it on another level. But a couple must first of all be friends so that you can be comfortable with each other and be able to relate and be able to share issues. And probably now lead up to marriage. And once you're married to your friend and the best friend, it becomes easier because you know when to touch, what not to touch. It becomes very easy.
Wow.
So friendship is basically the foundation of it.
Wow.
Yes.
Can I ask a funny question, Liz? Was he the kind of a man you were looking up to getting married to when you were friends?
Yeah. I would say yes, because I was so free. I could tell him everything or anything.
Okay.
And one thing that was so amazing about him, the smile yake.
Okay. It's a nice one, baby.
Yeah, so anytime he would not
Si watu
attend
wanabebangwa na vitu.
shauri yako,
For you
ilikuwa smile. Ilikuwa smile.
Wow.
So anytime tuko kwa Bible study, then
A smile.
amse tu akisema a joke. Kama hangekuwa, you could feel
Kuna
yuko
kitu ina miss.
au mse hayuko.
Wow.
But akiwa around utasikia amecheka hiyo kona and everybody will be like, hi, huo ni Nicole. So Yeah, me, I knew he was the one. I just nilikuwa tu namlike tu hivyo.
Okay,
But
okay.
again he was taken. So nilikuwa tu nacheza chini. Alafu unajua saa singecheza mwingine. Nilikuwa najua huyu akona mtu boundaries.
How did that one make you feel? You
I
want
don't-
someone, but there is nothing you can do. They
No,
already.
you know, it didn't make me feel anything because
Yeah.
nilikuwa already na msee mwingine,
Okay.
unaona? And I didn't like him because I wanted him to love me. You know, ile tu you can just like
You're
someone.
comfortable
And you see
with
your liking
someone.
huwa ina develop
Yeah,
pole
with
pole.
time.
So at that moment, even when we were, even after transferring to another place, I still liked him, but si ati nilikuwa nimempenda. But anytime ningekuwa down angeni call, ningekuwa nasema aki umsee, hey, aki huyu tu msee, you know? Yeah, so sidhani kama ilifanya okay, ilinisumbua. Nilikuwa naweza kubalance tu. Nilikuwa najua huu ni msee wa mtu na ni beshte yangu. Hivyo tu, boundaries hivyo tu.
Wow.
Hivyo. Yes. Until ile siku niliachwa.
Will you feel aje? Will you feel aje? Did you feel like, thank God you've created a platform
Okay,
for
of course
an
not.
opportunity has come?
Of course no, because I think nilikuwa nimeintroduce to my parents.
Oh.
Yeah. So of course it didn't feel so good. Because
She
I
even
think that's where
shaved.
alinifilia.
Yeah, she shaved her hair.
What do you mean? Hizi vitu zikuange kwa movie pekee. You literally shaved.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a transitioning moment for you. Really? Glory to
But
Jesus.
he was a nice guy, and may the Lord bless him where he is.
Hallelujah. You don't regret though.
No, I don't regret because he also got married and he's happily married.
Wow.
So, and we bless the Lord.
Amazing.
Yes.
Tell us about how you finally now got married and take us through that.
Well, okay. Should you go first?
You see, for my side, we are 10 children
Yeah.
in our family. I have 2 brothers from my father's side, my real father. Then I have 2, then this other side, we are 8. No, there are 6, then plus me and my sister. So I have 3, there's a 3 family, very complicated. So my father, when I was born, my father got a scholarship to go and study abroad. So left my mother in Kenya. Went to study for 5 years. But as he was away, my mom in Kenya got married.
Again.
Yes, now with us, and had 2 kids. When not twins, by the way. So when my father was coming back, my mom had twins, married. So dad had to not look for us, leave my mom's family to grow. So way later on, that is when I actually joined my father. So there was that scuffle, push and shove, because now mom and my stepfather, now Kuria, had their own family, and my father also, may God rest his soul in peace, had also got married again way later. So complicated family. So at the time of our marriage, it was a bit difficult. Now you see, being brought up in a family that haujui ni hapa, I do not have a family structure. Was a bit challenging, and I am happy to say that I'm the first person in my family, though I'm the second born, but I'm the first person who actually has done a wedding.
Wow.
It was a bit challenging because from the Rorasho, you see a Makisi, but I know the culture is still the same because you have to bring mahari, then the wedding and stuff.
Yeah.
During the period, introduction and everything else, it was a bit challenging because now.
Who do you take her to?
Exactly. We even had a problem when you see in Kisi, she has to be received at home. So in whose home is she going to be received? Is it my father's home or
your
is it my mother's
And
home?
they're all important to you.
Yes. So
Okay.
a bit challenging, but we thank God. And during that time, I had moved now from Nairobi. I was working in Embu. Started off my life in Embu because in Nairobi, I I had, I had lost my job there. Then now I came to have a fresh start in Embu. Was a bit new in Embu and also the central region, so didn't know a lot of people. And here I am. I wanted to have a wedding. You see, it comes with a budget, it comes with a cost. Family side, everybody's trying to pull uh, this thing on their side, not supporting per se, but wanataka hii kitu ikuwe yetu. So a bit of challenging, but God really stood with us despite all the challenges that were there.
Yeah.
Despite a lot of scaffolds, but I thank God because ataweka mzigo wale ambao wanataka kuweka mzigo. Because for family, not everyone supported me, not everyone supported the wedding, but I'm glad that we actually did it, and also just take the lead step to come ahead, and also now also to her family. Where you see it is a bit different. It is the exact opposite of my family. Kwao kuna umoja, wameshikana vizuri sana, and that is one thing that actually encouraged me a lot, in that I can, as much as huku kwangu kuna shida kidogo, there is a place that I can be able to get that love, and I can be able to be accepted the way I am, not judging me or anything, or hawatataka kushughulika sana na ile, but they will embrace me as one of them and also take me up, and I am glad for that particular journey. Yes.
Wow. I don't know. I went to, like, ashatuambia yours was not that dramatic. How was it for you? Or it was just a flow getting into
wasn't.
marriage?
I was kind of confused because just as he said, my family, we are usually united, and I've never experienced a fight in my life, you know. So now kwenda hii side, kunaenda, I was a bit confused, but I bless God because there is one of their aunt who is my very very close friend to me, that alinishika mkono akaniambia hii kitu lazima utatoboa.
Their side.
Yes, their
Wow.
side. Yeah. So, and she kept praying for us a lot together with her family. So I would say yeye kuniongelesha ilifanya ni feel hii kitu lazima
Yeah.
tutaweza, lazima tutatoboa. So in as much as kulikuwa na vitu mingi that were happening that time, at least still kuna watu wenye walikuwa bado side yetu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What were you looking up to? Like, there are people who, like he was saying, he was looking for somewhere stable, somewhere calmer than where he is coming from. And I want to believe that comes probably when you have gone through childhood traumas and all that thing. I don't know. Were you expecting whatever was coming from him, and how did you take it?
I don't think I was much surprised because he used to share a lot,
When you're
as I'm saying,
friends.
when we were friends. And so it didn't get me by surprise.
Okay.
Though I was a little, because I didn't know how, intense it could be. But sikukuwa surprised sana.
Okay.
But I was ready to face it. Yeah, I was ready
that's
for
the
it.
spirit.
Because
Okay.
nilikuwa nimeamua ni yeye na
Regardless of what
regardless
comes.
of what comes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think also maybe if I can take you back.
Yes, please.
So when you went to his dad's introduction with my family, by the grace of God, we have a friend who is a pastor, and he happened to be a boss to him. And I want to bless God for that family because he knew everything about their family.
Okay.
And so walikuwa my support staff, vibaya sana, like they stood with us. Even ile time nilikuwa na feel, especially him, when he felt that like he was giving up, they were there. They were really there, for him and for us, of course. And I think during that time, because there are so many people, probably they would be going through the same thing, but it is very good to have a support system. When you have friends that, someone that you can just talk to, you know, someone who understands you, somebody who knows your journey, inakuwa rahisi sana. Because even in the midst of all those storms, like walikaa na sisi, yani walisimama na sisi kabisa until now, and may the Lord bless them wherever they are.
Wow. How old are you in marriage since then?
This is our 7th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
7th year.
Yes.
Wow. Tell us, what has been one of the most challenging things in, you know, the 7th year that you people have been settled? I love you guys. Was that meant to communicate something? Uongea sasa.
The signals, 7 years.
Yeah.
The most challenging, it is, we are in this, but we do not have a child.
For 7 years.
For 7 years. We've tried, we've at some point given up, but not lost everything. But still come out of it victorious, because we are children of God. It is not an easy thing, but as probably everyone will know, once you commit and vow, you're in marriage, then they expect after a year, probably
to be
you
parents.
start, yes, you start seeing children, the fruit of that particular marriage. But for us, for 7 good years, we've tried hard, and tumejaribu maombi,
Fasting.
fasting,
Kwenda kwa milima.
Dhabihu.
Na kutoa dhabihu. They na shows.
yes, without success.
Okay.
But we say that all is not lost, because bado tuko, we are still here, Hatuachani. We will continue, because we do not know. We believe the Lord has bigger plans for us.
Yeah.
Our purpose are very much bigger, just to see, to limit ourselves on children, because I know we are here for a reason. We are in this situation for a reason, possibly to share it to the world and also to encourage other people. And I believe we are not the first people.
Yeah.
We might not be probably as others, but for us, we would want to share our story.
Yeah.
And say that we're Hatuachani, and you're not having such a plan to probably leave each other just because we do not have children. Not that we can't get, but as of now, right now, we do not have a child in our life.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. And it's so sad, but I think and I believe things happen for a reason.
Yes.
I could not be having this show were it not for your story. And I thank God. I also believe for bigger things. And allow me to ask this, Liz. And as a woman, I know how much excited when you know you're getting into it, the advantage that comes with it, you know, the fruit of your womb, and of course, and all that. And there is the way it brings satisfaction when you can celebrate everything that comes with marriage, you know. But unfortunately, that has not been possible for you because of the reason of being, you know, childless and all that thing. Sometimes it may be very traumatizing. As a woman, how have you been able to take it, and how have you ensured that it is not draining you much as it might be so pressing?
Well, I wouldn't say it has been easy
Yeah.
for me. And especially the first, the second, and the third year, it was really hard. It was really, really hard. And of course, you know how the society is.
Oh yeah, they can really get on your
Yeah,
nerves.
they can really get into your nerves. But again, like they're not asking because wakona anything. Okay, it's only that they do not understand how you feel. And this reminds me of a lady. aliniuliza hizo miaka kwani mnagoja nini?
Oh, wow. They didn't know you are battling it.
And I remember I was somewhere in a wedding. I think we were with him in a certain wedding. And I think honestly had not healed because vile tu alituambia tulipanda tu gari na tukaishia, and that was it.
Sad. Hold it there.
It was
Allow me to go. Literally, you have just reminded me something that most of the time when you see a couple washawana and they are not quick to having, we always feel like it's by choice.
Yeah.
They are taking their time to enjoy maybe the couple thing and all that thing, but it was not the case for you.
It was not the case, and honestly it's common sense. Mwaka wa kwanza, wa pili, wa tatu, nini tunagojea, you know. So I had that a lot. But I want to thank God because of my husband, because if maybe he was not with me in this situation, pengine angesema we ni aje, wewe wacha nitafute mse mwingine, unaona, ama like we could have just parted ways. But we said ni aje, we are in this together, we are not going to leave each other. So I wouldn't say it was easy, but again I want to thank God because of my foundation. Because by the grace of God, my dad used to be a pastor, so my foundation was very strong. I had, as in, my faith was very, very strong. So and I think one of the things that now, by and by, the Lord kept talking to me, telling me I am in this journey with you. So I think that was the thing that really made me feel, wacha tukae hivyo.
I am in this with you.
I am in this with you, so hakuna to give up. So I think just having that assurance that you're not alone in this journey, it gives you peace.
Wow.
Yes.
#Hatuachani. I think it's one statement I've heard him speak again and again with a lot of confidence, which I really love, the assurance that you always put, even to remind, back into your mind, like regardless of the situation, we are in this and we are going to fight this. But allow me to ask you something. Traditionally, lack of a child has been one of the major risks to ruin marriages. And it's not everybody who overcomes, the manipulation of maybe it's your wife with a problem, maybe it's your husband with a problem, but you've been able to I'm not going to take anybody is the one at fault in this, but you're going to trust that it's just God, taking us through a process. How have you been able for you to stand as a man for your marriage, for your wife, and not see fault in her as your wife, and not think she is a lesser woman than it's supposed to be?
Thank you so much, Faith. Let me be honest with you.
Yes.
You see, the flesh, we are all flesh.
Yeah.
And at times we give in to the flesh. At times we'll reach a point that you've already given up, and you feel that God probably is punishing you for that particular matter. Even the family members will start criticizing and even mocking you. Even your younger brothers. You see, I started by saying that I'm the first one to have a wedding. But again, my other siblings have children, small ones.
And they never got married, right?
So it becomes a mockery. And what gives me joy and peace is that the Lord is with us despite all these things, because we stood, made a vow, made a commitment.
Literally.
You see, from the background that I have come from,
Yeah.
it was not easy for me to have my father and mother. I had never seen my father and mother together, seated together. Never. Whether in a court or wapi, but that was the only moment I actually saw them seated together, and I held their hands, both of them.
They walked you to the aisle.
Yes. So for me, it is usually, I take it a big deal for it. And I usually tell my wife that I do not take that for granted, because God gave me a very good opportunity for me to experience the love of my parents, even if it was just for that short while walking down the aisle with them. for me to wachana na Liz or probably go and look for a better alternative,
Yeah.
it won't, because the experience I had and the experience I had during that particular time, it can never be replaced. So to treasure and also to
Wow.
to thank God for that opportunity and the commitment and the vow that we made to each other at the altar keeps us going, telling God that you know what our heart desires. And as your word says that you will grant our heart desires, then surely one day I believe you will come through for us, because we believe in you. We've been faithful. We've been faithful to all the teachings and all the words that you've actually been able to share with us.
Yeah.
So it gives us hope and it gives us courage, actually, even to share our story and say that whatever has happened, yes, it
Yeah.
is, but that does not define who we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Liz, we can agree such a situation has been a vow breaker in the society.
Yes.
And unfortunately, or maybe I can say sadly, haina hata heshima ya marriages, godly marriages. You'll still find people who are falling for that manipulation. And especially when it's coming even from your family part, your parents. Why are you not bringing us grandchildren and all that thing? Allow me to ask you, has it ever has it ever made you feel like you're not good enough, you're not appreciated, you're not worth and all that thing as a woman?
I don't think I've ever felt that, because my husband has never at any time
Made you feel so?
made me feel so. So even at that the early years,
Yeah.
he would still encourage me. Hii kitu isikufanye uende chini, you know, because I don't care what other people will say. Unajua the vow ilikuwa yangu na yeye, not other people. So if we are okay with it, then
Vow ilikuwa yako na yeye.
yeah, ilikuwa
No, the society, si kanisa.
si kanisa.
The others were witnesses.
The others were
Not your
witnesses.
parents.
The others,
They were witnesses.
yeah,
Sisi
so
ndio we made to each other.
yeah.
Wow.
So
And in those vows, you said in sickness and in health.
for better for
For better, for even in these, for better, for worse.
Yes.
How I wish you can speak to someone, because there are people who have been so much intimidated, and you know, it is one thing for you to be bold, but there is also the confidence that comes with the assurance that He is with you through this. And I know how carried. I know there is the part of him that is carried by this situation, but I know the weight of how a woman can get drained in this, and especially when you literally know even your husband is not in it with you. You know, I wish maybe you can speak to someone who is watching us right now from that place of authority, because I want to believe you did not just stand as her husband, but you stood as an authority that is going to safeguard her and make her feel complete enough.
True.
Yes.
If you give room for the world to speak, a lot of words will be spoken to you, and words have power. And for you to choose which words to listen matters a lot. So hata kama kila kitu inaenda fiti, just know that words will actually be spoken, either negative or positive. It is your choice to choose what to listen to and what to take in. So for us, and for anyone who is going through this, you see, there is usually this joke. It is a joke, but to me it is a reality.
You're
that
going to laugh at it.
unapeleka mtoto shule na uko na mvi, you're taking your son to school, someone might think you're a grandfather. But at the current situation where we are, because karibu tunagonga fourth floor.
You don't
So,
look like it.
Ideally, it means that when our children will be in campus, tutakuwa na gray hair kabisa, 60s, or probably even tuko na mkongojo. But again, people might not understand your story. People might not really get to know what you've gone through. But it is good that you have a supportive partner at all given point, so that you can carry this journey together. Because it is usually said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Sure.
If you found a very good thing, why shouldn't you protect it with all cost? So for me, regardless, I found a good thing.
Who carries favor?
Yes.
Yes.
So I will treasure it and protect it at all costs,
Yeah.
no matter what. No matter what other people will say, no matter what the family will say, but I will always stand there as a priest and also as a husband, just to protect her and be there for her. Yes. So anyone, please, you will leave your parents, you will leave your friends. She becomes my first family, not my parents, not my relatives, but she becomes my first family. So whatever we discuss, whatever goes, whatever we say with this family goes. Hata kama ule atakuja baadaye aseme nini, we must first of all agree together before probably letting someone else ideas in.
Amazing.
Yes.
I really have loved a statement that you have said, that if you allow the world to speak, it's going to release so many words.
Yes.
And if you're not choosy enough to filter exactly what you need to absorb, it's going to be a ruin to you. I don't know whether you've heard that if you allow the world to speak, it's going to release so many words. And if you're not choosy enough to know exactly what to take or to absorb, then that is where you get people getting drained because of people's expectations.
Yes.
How did you break forth to your family that it's not ignorance, it is something that you're fighting? But then did you take it important to share with them, ama mlisema matokeo ikikuja watajionea tu?
Hii si story ya kuambia, si wanaona.
Wanaona. Do you get the question of why?
Actually, to be honest, I have very, very supportive family. Very, very supportive family. And by the grace of God, sisi wote tumelelewa church. So sisi ni watu wa maombi. And I remember anytime, I think mtu mwenye anaonanga ameaffectiwa sana ni my mom. Unaona ule mse anakwambia kitu kwa macho lakini akwambia, you know,
And you can feel her heart.
Alafu sometimes like nowadays I've really added so kiona nime add weight. Okay, let me say now vernacular word. Atete gapoka watira kuni. So probably atafeel probably wow. And every time hata kama ni kuombea nini, she gets so emotional.
Yeah.
Sometimes nikienda hapo home, like when I share a word probably with him, nikimwambia tuombe, then she gets so emotional. He speak in tongues and anasema hapo Mungu anaambiwa sasa
it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. And I love her very, very much. So basically my family hawajaifanya ni feel ati
You under pressure.
No. Hawajaonyesha my husband madharau hata siku moja.
Wow.
Hawajaonyesha hata madharau.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So, you know, in most cases, when such things don't, like, you've not been privileged enough to be parents and all that thing, most of the cases you realize, and especially from where you're coming from, and maybe it's not to be proven wrong, she might be taken as the problem. She's the fault why you're not productive and all that thing. I don't know whether that has been an issue to you. Have you faced that?
I've even been encouraged to
To remarry?
to marry two wives.
Wow.
Yes. Kama shida inakuwa ni hapa, si tafuta mwingine.
I wonder, I would really want to hear the response to that when he finally broke to you, by the way. Naambiwa nitafute bibi mwingine. Naambiwa nitafute wife mwingine. Wow, how did that make you feel?
You see, again, I will go back. You will, whatever, people will have to talk.
Yeah.
To them, it is offering solutions to whatever challenges you're going through. Kuna wengine watakwambia go to a certain prophet, has a healing, something that will make you do what. But again, you choose, you stand with your principles. I knew, you see, once the devil hatakuja na ile how we know kishetu hapana. We'll use similar people.
Literally.
And exact words that someone actually uses. So, and you will see, hii si sauti ya Mungu. Hapana, huyu anatumika. So, you just shut that particular voice, kabisa. You do not entertain and you do not go forth with that particular conversations. And I think with me standing firm, even my relatives understand that when it comes to hii maneno ingine, there are no shortcuts about it. If amesema ni hivi, wacha ikuwe hivyo.
Wow.
Yes.
Being so stable and very sober in your spirit.
Yes.
But this is beyond man's understanding.
Very true.
Let God flow
Yes.
in it. Wow, this is so amazing. Grace, mine are so encouraging. That is what you're saying. God bless you so much with Josephine Mwangi and also Blessed George. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, Josephine Mwangi, you're following us. Unatufuata kutoka wapi? I can see Rich Nyambu. God bless you so much. And everybody that is following. I don't know whether you're getting encouraged and getting blessed by the story. It is such a beautiful, when you were yet to start the show, I go back to something you mentioned sarcastically. Hupendi watu gekwambia ati yo Sarah alikuwa anafanya nini alingoja.
Let me tell my viewers.
It's a fiction for you.
Tafadhali nisibebe vibaya. Lakini kuna hii story ya Sarah. Hiyo story.
Karibu nianze show nayo in the book of
Hiyo story ya Sarah. Unajua Sarah alipata mtoto ikiwa na
very old. That is not your portion.
Hapana, that's not my portion.
So if anybody is coming through to encourage you, acha Sarah nyumbani.
Mimi najua mnatupenda sana. Lakini hiyo story ya Sarah.
Achana nayo.
Achana nayo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What has helped you not to be bitter with God in the whole of this story?
Because I know he's involved. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What gives you confidence?
Because he talks to me every time.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What keeps you trusting in him and feeling like I should not break?
At some point, I broke.
You've done.
Yes. I think you have to not have a must, but at some point when the weight is too much,
Yeah.
it will either you will either leave the weight so that you can stand up, or decide to sink with that particular weight. At the early stages of our marriage, I think the second year was a bit challenging, because now that is the time where you get pressure from all over. Your parents, workmates, because by then I think from now a junior staff had been promoted to become a managerial position. So, and I was still climbing, very hardworking at work. And words could come, and that is what I'm saying. You choose on words, you choose on what to take in. At some point, I lowered my guard and some words got into me. I even went into depression. Felt that God had actually left us. And I, at some point, even told my wife, bana, kama Mungu hii ni kichapo tunapigwa, probably, or some curses that we carry because of what we've done and achieved to the far that we are. I even went out of nilitoka kanisani, stopped going to church, went to the world ways. I believe I started clubbing for some time, just a place I can find comfort. And I'm glad we found a pastor that really encouraged us, took me. We spoke and we engaged a lot for me to see myself in another angle, and for me to stand here today confidently and say, I was once beaten, kabisa, to the ground, and I'm glad. I know it can really pull someone down, and I was getting lost, kabisa. But I thank God because His mercies endures forever, and His love also. I got my way back, and now confidently enough to say that the past was there, and I'm not ashamed to say that I once fell, and niko hapa, not falling to probably go and cheat or just clubbing, just to try to distract my mind. But those are the ways of the world and also Satan. But I'm glad that I managed to. I was saved again to be to his sonship, so that I'm able to enjoy the rights and privileges that a son can have, and even reaffirm my faith in him. Right now, I don't think that there is any other thing that can possibly shake me. Whether it is, no matter what, no matter how weighty it is, I believe with the strong support system that I have here, uh, part of a family, mostly the family of my wife, and also a part of my family also understand what I'm going through, and also they support me. I feel Mungu aliwaweka hapo kwa sababu, and even to walk with us through that particular journey. But after which, we've soldiered on and grown together. Yes.
Okay, amazing. Let's talk about that moment when you almost felt like quitting. And it is at that point when people beat themselves so hard, like you can tell, and I want to believe there is someone who is watching us, they're experiencing that, or they have had such an experience, and it has drained them so much. I love the fact that you have gone through, south and back, and you were not absorbed by the world. I don't know, what are the criteria that you used to ensure that you're not losing yourself as a man, you're losing yourself as the authority over that family, you're not losing yourself also as far as walking with God is concerned?
Okay. One of the major things that actually led me into that ditch, you see the company that you walk around with, and also mostly the company, because now you will tend to associate with people who feel probably no. For me, I needed a place I can associate with,
Yeah,
a place that I can belong in, because
and not get judged.
yes,
Yeah.
family wise, I could not trust anyone. I even decided now to keep everyone away. I used to keep everyone off, apart from the friends that I used, a very close circle that I used to have. Church going was not a thing for me. A pastor could call me, hiyo simu itashika hata na lingua block, just to avoid, because I knew it is the
You
same
could
old,
already
same old
pre-assume what is
story. Yes,
coming.
come back to Christ because he loves you. But I needed a place that I can just be sober, and a place that I can just be free. But it was a lie. It was free for that particular moment, but after which you come back to reality and it hits you. Having a support system, then getting out of that particular circle, you also need a circle that understands God, a circle that will understand you the way you are, that will probably walk with you that particular journey. Because if you do not have that, then the other circle will pull you. So you need a support system that I remember my uncle asking me, timu yako ni kina nani? Who is your teammate?
Okay.
Because as you're going to play, you need, I will call it a football match, you need a very strong defender, you will need a very strong striker,
Sure.
yes, and a strong midfielder who will play along the ball. So that is the team that you really have, because also the other side, also very cunning. Wako hivyo, wakikuweka ndani, they will want you to stick to that particular side. But I thank God that I was able to, before all is done, because I remember even reaching a point of committing suicide. Suicidal thoughts were very real. And when I see someone having those thoughts, trust you me, those things are, you are conscious, but you would want to do the unthinkable.
Okay.
But I thank God that I was able to be saved before probably consuming my life or something. But I thank God for the support system that I even have till today.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Women are meant to make home, literally, regardless of how broken it might be, at the end of the day, she needs to, come up in a way, with a way that it have to be seen as a home. And I know even in the most challenging moment, when he was going through it tough, you were also going through it tough. It's not easy to have a husband who is going through suicidal thoughts. And whatever he's suffering from is something that you are also suffering from. How have you ensured that he still finds you as that warm home where he can run to regardless of whatever? Because wives can be a knife at some point and pierce you so hard and literally crucify you out of that situation. How have you ensured that you keep your home so warm, you keep his heart so warm, his mind so warm, and you make him feel comfortable that regardless of whatever, I will always come back to it? Yeah.
I think the Lord has been giving me strength,
Yes.
and I would say it has been the grace of God. And not because I'm a strong person.
No.
Actually, I'm not.
Yeah.
But the grace of God has carried me through that journey. And I think one of the things that the Lord has helped me is to know that there are fights, you cannot fight physical battle spiritually, neither can you fight spiritual battle physically. So once you realize the battle that you're fighting, it becomes easier for you to fight. And so I used to fight kwa magoti because I knew this is not a physical journey, a battle, I mean. Because alikuwa cancelled na watu wengi sana, you know. And of course, the people who thinks good for us, you know, the people who are there to give me support even when he was going through, you know, that season. But again, one thing I knew is that hii battle si ya kuongeleshwa, hii ni ya magoti. So ni vizuri sometimes, it's very good to understand the battle that you are fighting. Because God will always give you strength. If it's a spiritual battle, God will give you strength.
Very true.
He will give you strength to handle it. So I think the fact that I knew what I was fighting, it was very easy for me to try and show him that everything is okay. Yeah, sometimes you'd wake up very late in the night. He would say that he's leaving, anakufa, anafanya nini. I really went through a lot. But the Lord gave me strength. Not faith. I wouldn't say it was easy. It was really not easy. Because sometimes I would wake up in the morning, namuacha, I'm like, I don't know kama nikirudi atakuwa, because I think that time had left. Actually ilikuwa like double crisis, because he had that time when alikuwa anataka kujinyonga, alikuwa tu ame lose job, so ilikuwanga double, ni kama tu mashida zilikuwa zinakuja, you know. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to work, so nitampata, you know, that was the worry, nitampata. And again, I could, some of the colleagues at work, they would tell me, mzee wako sidhani kama ako poa, you know. Sometimes ange overspeed gari vibaya sana. Tunasema hiyo ni gari yenyu, nimeona hiyo iko na nani, you know, like alikuwa amejaribu accident. Sometimes hata to get drive, aseme ataingia kwa lori, you know. Yeah, I went through a lot, but I want to bless God because I was able to stand. Yeah, I knew this fight lazima tuishinde. So it wasn't ikuwa rahisi. But the Lord gave me strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. It is one thing to know you are strong, and it's another thing to act strong.
Yeah.
Because most of the time we believe we are very strong, but when we come to acting, literally, we can't help it. And I know most of the time when such things happen, women suffer, and especially from the society. How are you able to address the society to protect your inner peace and to protect your family?
Okay, well, I would say, I think nilicut to contacts na watu wangu. The first, second, and third, my friends, I literally withdrew from them. Because I thought that would work. Mtu hata ajui nilienda wapi. And because I saw him doing it, it was so easy.
And
because no one knows,
not?
apart from now, of course, our families, they knew where we were.
Yeah.
But because I would really avoid that question. Hey, sasa ushapata, uko na wangapi sahi, you know? And so I decided to withdraw completely. But as time went by, I'm like, God, if this is a story that you're writing,
Yeah.
saa watu watajulia wapi. So
Yeah.
I decided,
Wow.
hapana, not anymore. Yeah, so yeah, nikaka nje, like nika come out clearly, naambia msee, na face wase, naambia ni aje, I'm here. And this is my firstborn. Yes. Yeah, I meant it. Probably waliona kama ni joke, but hiyo kitu ilinisaidia sana ku overcome all that. But you know the best thing in the society, not all of them watakuja wakwambie ni aje, watakuangalia tu, watakupea tu macho, unaona?
Keep talking.
Yeah, you keep talking, but haufai kuonyesha uko na, of course you'll feel it, but I would say it's very good hata watu wenye wanalea watoto wao pole. Ni vizuri wakuwe founded na the faith, because if maybe my husband foundation yake ilikuwa firm, hangekuwa shaken, unaona? So personally, being founded in the faith ilinisaidia sana ni kwa support system kwake, unaona? So hata mtu akiniambia, mimi hata saizi hata ukiniambia nini, okay, sionangi kama ni big deal. Yeah, sina.
There is no platform for people to hurt you anymore.
Yeah, no. I can't be hurt. I really can't be hurt. And it's so unfortunate. Unaona parents are separating two people that are in love simply because wamekosa watoto. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And I think nitauliza, I will ask the viewers.
Yes, please.
Imagine Mungu amekusaidia kuwa na mtoto, you know? Happiness yako ni mtoto wako olewe, apate familia and all that. How would you feel? Huyo msichana mwenye umempeana amekosa mtoto, how would you feel? Ama mtoto wako mwanaume ameoa msichana na hawajaweza kupata mtoto, utamtupa? Utafanya nini? Utamvictimize? Because these are the things that are happening, you know? And it's good, ni vizuri watu wakuange prepared. And I think it's very good even when the pastors and the counselors wanaongelesha, you know, the couples that are just about to get married. Let them, these things happen. And I keep saying that a child is a blessing from God. You cannot give yourself a child. It's God who gives a child. So you cannot punish someone simply because hana mtoto. And maybe some people are asking, they could be asking, like, have you sought any medical attention and stuff like that? You always imagine for those years that
actually, there are people who actually go back to, like, is it an ancestral thing? Maybe there's a sacrifice you need to give. Wakisi.
Yeah, ni kweli, it's true. Kwanza najua wakisikia tukisi wako, Liz. Yeah, so what was I saying?
Victimization and all that thing. You should not.
Yeah, so you should never victimize anyone, and it's good for the newly married people to know that it's the Lord that gives children, and even the society, they should just know that. Don't look at me. I'm not less of a person simply because I don't have a child. You know, when God decides to do that, He will do it. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it says that at the right time of God,
He will make things happen.
He will make things happen.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is that it's not your time, Faith. It is His time.
I wish you can say that again, Liz.
So it is not about your time.
Yes.
It is His time. And His time could be now, tomorrow, maybe next year, ama 5 years to come. His time, not your time. Because we as parents, or we as human beings, tunataka vitu zifanyike saa hizo, saa hiyo. But that's not the plan of God. You know? Plan ya God, hatuwezi fit in kwa hatuwezi ambia God fit kwa programs zetu. You know? So we should fit in His plan. And so if He says at a appointed time I will make things happen.
Yes.
He's not talking about you. The appointed time yenye unafikiria ndio hiyo ni yake. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So wakati huo unaangalia mtu unaanza kumwongelelea surely. Kwani huwezi jipe mtu hii for sure. It's God that gives kids. And na ni vizuri sana. Sometimes ukikosa tu kitu ya kuambia mtu ama ukikosa tu words. Okay, but I would really not want to, okay, because for example, now we've been married for 7 years.
Yes.
And we made a joke here. It was a joke saying tumeenda maombi, tumeomba, tumetoa dhabihu, tumefanya vitu kama hizo. And I'm not saying it's wrong. And you're not doing this because we are not doing this to bribe God.
Yeah.
To understand that we don't do this because we are bribing God. You know? We do that because
Ati minus that hatafanya.
God will still do it
Yes.
at his own time. So ni vizuri kufuata hizo vitu zote, na ni vizuri kuomba na kuamini Mungu na Mungu atafanya. I don't know why you are confusing me. What was I saying? Which question was I answering?
Please kuangalia.
I don't have to become so serious because you don't have to
You may lose focus, you have to check it. But I guess I'm getting the whole of your concept, and I'm believing that you people are getting that much as you will go through all the processes, literally you cannot educate God on when and how to do something.
True.
Much as you're going to be pressured, you cannot sit down and educate God. No, this is the season. This is the time. And he does not appear a lesser God because he did not come in the first year of Liz's marriage.
Yes.
He's still the God that you go to every other time. He's still the God you lift your hands to worship every other time. Hajalus nini yake. He's still the God that you honor.
Yes.
And I really love what you're saying, and I really love the fact that it's not coming from a place of brokenness. It is coming from a place of being content with the God that you carry.
Yes.
And I want to believe that there's a reason. I love Miles because you're not speaking of Sarah.
Yeah.
We are speaking of Liz of our days, the Sarah of our days. The Sarah of our days who have chosen. I love something that you said when you started blocking people. Ulikaa chini ukafikiria, how will they know? How will they understand? It's a process that I'm going through with God if I don't step up and tell them. That is really, 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 really amazing, and I'm really loving. Let me get back. I know time is much spent, and even before we get to wind up our show, sir, and it's a very funny question. There are ladies who look into your, or rather look at your marriage, and in one way they would say that she's not enough for you. No, achana na wazazi. She's not. Why? I don't know why you are laughing. And should feel like they would even suggest maybe you should try. Have you experienced such a funny stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Kabisa. You see, before we got married, there was this issue. You see, marrying from another tribe, it's a bit challenging kidogo. Some of the family members wanasema, hey, unaenda kwa Kikuyu, shida kidogo. So, but I went on with it. Alafu sasa unakuja unapata, then there is this other issue. So mtu anakuangalia na 18, anakuambia
Revise.
Tulikwambia, you see that the regret card is it's not a pleasing one. But again, it was my choice.
Yeah.
And it is still my choice. I made it is her, and I will still choose to date her if I'm given another opportunity. So hiyo ingine, let them, wacha wao wachague wale wanataka. But for me, I made mine, and I will stand with mine till death do us part.
Wow.
Yes.
Regardless of the situation.
Yes.
It might be a situation sad in the eyes of someone, but something have been birthed. #Hatuachani. Is it something that after considering, by the way, kitu haiko, so let's become an encouragement to someone that you came up with, or how did it get to happen? #Hatuachani.
Surprisingly,
Yes.
when we started looking for a child, trying to get pregnant.
Why are you laughing?
So sometimes we'd get actually after now the wedding I was telling you about that lady who asked me nini tumekuwa tukigojea. So my husband kept telling me hata akisema ujua hatuachani. As in, you know that hatuachani name ilianza kitambo sana.
Wow.
Kitambo sana.
Alianza show naye.
So and nani later on,
Yes.
then God speaks to me with this hashtag hatuachani thing. So ananiambia anza hiyo hashtag hatuachani, but again siku anajua ninaanza.
Let me ask you,
yes.
Has your marriage ever felt at risk before Hatuachani came? Did you ever feel like I'm at the verge of losing my marriage?
She twice packed.
Tuambie. Really?
There was a time.
So tuachane haitoki tu pahali.
Haitoki tu mahali.
Okay.
You know now alikuwa ashakuwa depressed kabisa.
Oh yeah.
Kabisa. Me, I couldn't understand him at all because alikuwa tu ana react vitu mimi hata sielewi hizi nini.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I think I went to our best
You
couple.
could not believe
nikaambia mimi umse hiyo nayo hapana.
You could not believe the man of my knees is almost committing suicide.
Yeah, so yeah, honestly nilikuwa nimefeel hapana. Wacha tuikae. But hata nikuwa huko he would text me aniambia wewe kaa tuko lakini ujua tuachani.
Wow.
You know? So I think hiyo ni hatuachani thing ilikaa tu ikikam and one time God speaks to me through the same hashtag hatuachani words, and he told me to start this initiative ya hashtag hatuachani, and I want to tell my people.
Yes. Tell them.
That watu wasiachane. Watu wasiachane. Usiachane kwa sababu ya kukosa mtoto, juu ya financial crisis, juu ya ati umekosana na ma in-laws, sijui kuna nini. Watu wakae chini waongee. Kwa sababu God is the one who ordained marriage. Na
it's a very sacred union.
Exactly. And the Bible says that two people that are together, no one should put them asunder. So that's the word that says so. So regardless of what you could be going through, tafadhali usiachane. If we've been strong for 7 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
and you look like you just met.
Miaka 2 mbili hivyo unataka kwenda ati nimekosa mtoto ati ni 6 months or 1 year hatujapata. Sisi ni 7 years and we are still strong. Na tuachane ama tunaachana? Kuachana na tuachane.
I love that. Hamwachani.
Hata familia ikichukua nini juu hivi iseme hao waishe, sisi hatuishi, hatuachane.
Wow.
Yes.
Such confidence.
Yes.
Such a confidence. And of course I want to allow you to speak to a woman. Anakuangalia anasema huyu anaongea hivi juu she has a very supportive husband. She has a good support system. And we have women who have been fighting for their marriages.
Yes.
There are so many men who compromised, who walked out of their marriages. And I want to believe, much as he was telling you that, there was also the hardship that was coming into it. I repeat what I said, it is one thing to believe you're strong, and it's another thing for you to act strong. And I want to believe you act based on the situations and what you get to experience. What would you say to that woman who is looking at you and making it feel like maybe please unasema hivi uelewi situation yenye tuko? We are fighting for this very alone. We are literally crying to God alone. We are pleading for our marriages. We are contending for our marriages alone, not because husbands are not there, but because they don't believe in it. How would you, and what would you tell them?
So number 1, understand your fight. Understand your battle.
Individually.
Yes, my husband has been drinking, has been cheating, has been doing all this. Hii kitu ni kitu anafaa kukaa chini aongeleshwe. Yeah, because there's some of the people like the way he was saying. Like go home. And I think way before, aliomit hiyo kitu way before. He used to be an addict way before we got married. He used to be an addict.
I need to host him independently.
And you realize that okay, maybe sana kwa the side of the father kulikuwa na hizo vitu sana.
So it's a cycle.
So it is a cycle. There was a pattern. So the moment you identify the battle that you are in, it becomes easier for you to fight.
You know what you're facing.
Yes. If it's not about, if it's a physical battle, I believe kama anataka hiyo kitu iwork, ita work. And it's very good to have the men of God.
Yeah.
And I want to thank God because of the spiritual parents that we have, wenye wanatusaidia, wanatu counsel, wanatuonyesha njia. You cannot work alone. Marriage huwezi ifanya peke yako.
Yeah.
Sometimes it needs just a support system. Ina need a man of God who will declare things and things happen. You understand? So once you identify the battle that you're fighting, then sasa anza. Kama ni maombi, ni kuingia kwa maombi. Unaona? And most of the marriages zinaisha kwa sababu unaongea sana. Wewe kidogo kidogo ushaambia huyu, ushaambia huyu, ushaambia huyu, huyu amepata opportunity. Some battles ni poa uzifight too silent.
Someone said we are quick to crying a lot and little do we pray.
Yeah, it is very true. So it's very good to be sensitive. Just have a small circle that you trust.
Yeah.
You know, someone mwenye utaniambia Fei ni aje, mi siendi po, acha tuingie tu kwa maombi tuombe. And I think if there's one thing that imetusaidia ni kukua tuna spiritual parents wenye wanatusaidia. And of course families that are there with you, mnalia pamoja nao kwa maombi and stuff. Usiongee sana. Don't talk a lot. Because vile alikuwa anasema, usiambie watu, don't tell the world what is going through. There are people who are celebrating. Wakisikia timu mnaachana, najua hiyo ni opportunity, najua kwenye itamshikia. Unaona, so just silently too. And as you also pray for him, understand your man, understand your woman, because pia the same whatever is happening. Understand tu mtu wako. Identify ni nini nafanya. Okay, if the battle is physically, jua the trigger. What is triggering him to do what he's doing. Ni vizuri pia jievaluate wewe mwenyewe. Why is he drinking? Why is he coming home late? What is happening? Is there anything that I'm not doing right? Because sometimes it's not always about ati ni wengi hata si ati ni wanaume tu peke yake ati wanafanya ati tu wamekuwa tu rebellious wanaenda. Inaweza kuwa pia ni mwanamke amekuwa knife as you said. Unaona? So it's also good to evaluate yourself. Am I the one who is making this man do whatever he's doing? Now this is the matters of physical battles. Jievaluate wewe mwenyewe. Is it about me? Is it about, you know? Then if he's a listener, ama ukijua probably there's something that you've been doing, probably you've not been respecting the man, and maybe that's the reason why anafanya the opposite. Why can't you just try to do that? Try to do that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I feel like I've cut you short. I feel like you had something more to say, but allow me to go on that side. And I think I'll ask him two questions. And number one question as we wind up is exactly what I asked. There are men who have been diminished. Their confidence was literally wrapped by their wives, simply because they have made them feel not men enough, not being authority enough, not being, out of such a situation that like you're experiencing. And like she has said, it is not just men who can be rebellious. But of course, I wanted to speak as a man to men who are following us, men whose confidence have literally been, drained by their wives, simply because a man got into it 100%, fully there to support and all that, much as they are going through problems, but the wife is not there. And they may be distant physically. I know women can be that. They can be distant emotionally. They can be distant, mentally and all that thing. But there's a man who is looking at you and they're saying, ni kwa sababu yeye akona support system. It is not our case.
Yes.
That is why you're gathering the confidence of Hatuachani. But given a chance, those men would literally walk out of it because of the pressure and the bad thing it is from their spouses. What would you tell them?
Thank you so much, Faith, again.
Yes.
The Bible. If we follow the Bible, then I believe all our lives will be very much easier.
True.
Because it stipulates very good the responsibility of a wife and the responsibility of a man. So for a man, you have to look at your responsibilities, and also for a woman has to look at their responsibilities and how they correlate together. So once these responsibilities are adhered to, I don't think kuna pahali ambapo kutakuwa na changamoto, because the Bible says that a man should love his wife, and a woman should submit to her husband. So if your woman is not submitting to you as a man, then you need to ask yourself, are you loving your woman enough for her to submit? Because for a man to love a woman, it's not easy. The Bible will not write it there because it is easy. Same case to a woman. A woman cannot.
I love that you are laughing at.
It's very difficult for a woman to submit to a man.
It's true.
So if this woman does not feel loved, then she will not be able to submit. So for a man, it is your responsibility.
It goes hand in hand.
Yes. And the Bible is a very good, a good manuscript for marriage.
Yeah.
Because it really works. So if your marriage is not working and you feel that kuna shida mahali, go back to the Bible. Look at where you are not doing right, and trust you me, it will be able to be straightened.
The last question, sir.
Yes.
I have so many of them. I hope I'll get this chance again in life.
Yes.
How would you define family before we wrap up the show?
A family, this is a family. Yes, a woman and a man who are, have committed to be together.
Yeah.
So for a man who will leave his family and a woman and goes to join a family, to bring up a family. So that is my definition of a family. Children will come as an additional, or as a blessing from God. But as we are, because we would want to complicate, we human beings would want to complicate this life, and say that a family must have children. But we are one and we do not have, and we feel complete. And I believe it is something that the rest can actually emulate. You can have a family with or without children, because what happens to a family that a parent gave birth, schooled a child, then eventually the child dies, probably at their old age, and they leave the parents. So for me, a family, it is the two of you still together, and once you come together, you form a family. Yes.
Wow, amazing. Hatuachani.
Yes.
What do you enroll people in this program, or how do you run your program?
When we started last year, we had a successful hashtag season 1. We had another one this year, and we are planning to have the third one before the end of the year. So it's good to follow us. You can unaweza to follow kwa tunajita tu hashtag Hatuachani, WhatsApp, sorry, YouTube, Facebook hashtag Hatuachani.
You have a WhatsApp group that people can join?
Yes. So tafadhali join us, subscribe, at least support us. Because no one is perfect, and we are not, and I keep saying we are not doing this because we are perfect. We don't have a perfect marriage. We fight a lot. We fight, but we are strong. But at the end of the day, Hatuachani.
You look like this, who soothe each other to a last minute.
No, so we are not doing this because we know how. We know how to do things better. No. So to come tusome pamoja, kindly follow us. I think we'll be inviting, we'll be sharing. Ukisubscribe utakuwa ukiona anytime, probably we are having an event, unaweza come tusome pamoja. And I know like God atatusaidia kabisa. And maybe watu wenye saizi hawana watoto na wana to watch, please join our group. Yes. Usikae peke yako na upate una mtu wa kuongea nao. I have many, niko na wengi wenye hawana, so hata wewe to join. So unaweza tu unaweza tu comment hapo utuambie tu mi sina, naweza taka tuongee na tuwekane nguvu.
Yeah,
Hii
sure.
story si yako peke yako, tuko wengi na ni lazima tutatoboa. Yes.
And
Hatuachani.
Hatuachani. And maybe just to add, hashtag Hatuachani, it is all about stories that, success stories, and where someone has probably also failed, not
Yeah,
only successes,
yeah, sure.
but we can also learn from other people's downfall, just so that wale ambao wanaingia wasiweze ku go through the same similar thing. I feel it is a platform, hata sisi wenyewe tunaenda kusoma pale, not that we know everything. We go there, bring guests that probably have experience they have an experience in marriage, they can talk to us. It is a matter of sharing. We believe that we can learn a lot through sharing your experience. The other person shares theirs, and out of that, one goes home probably encouraged and feel motivated, and also we've renewed probably a lost love in a marriage setup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Asante
It is
sana.
such a blessing. I want to believe that you've gotten encouraged. And of course, hii haikuwa tu ya wenye they are battling with children. No, right. They are battling with the barrenness. But it was for someone who at some point they have felt like we can only break. Hakuna otherwise. And I hope that you're getting it. There are people who have been tested through a very, very sensitive areas in life, and at the end of the day we have seen what God can do to them that trust in Him. It is such a beautiful moment. It's such a beautiful night that I actually have not gotten. I have so many questions that are and I want to believe you're going to be having this again and again and again. And one, because I love the way you're speaking from a place of it is the Lord who has control of everything. Because smiles with God, we are that. Unfortunately, I may not tell you about the principles of life, but I may tell you about what it does to trust in God. What it does to trust in God. And I want to believe that is the reason why you're standing strong. It is the reason why, as a family, you can stand and be honored.
Yes.
There are people, it's very funny that until now there are people who look at you and they emulate you. I would like, God, I would love to, such a marriage, And when we think like you're so broken, God ensured that there's a piece of us that glows in someone's heart and in someone's life. And we thank God for that. So thank you so much for them that have been tuning. One word as we leave the show to our viewers.
One word.
Or rather, one line, one statement that,
One statement.
that we'd love to leave with our viewers.
Keep your circle very small and with the right people.
Keep your circle small with the right people. Underline with the right people.
Yes.
Yes, plant a seed.
Let God and let God.
Wow. Let God.
Let go
Let go.
and let God.
And let God. Wow. Let go and let God. I want to believe it is letting go whatever you feel. It's so burden, like it's so heavy, it's so, unbearable. And just allow God and see what He can do. You guys are so much amazing. I really thank God to have had you guys in the show. And I want to believe that you have blessed someone tonight. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our dear viewers. It has been a night full of hope. Full of hope, I'm telling you. Because I think personally from tonight, I can feel like what God cannot do does not exist. Because even when you're going through those shadows, when you think that you're too weak to bear it, He will always prove Himself as your strength. But of course, it is when you look up to Him as your strength. It is when you look up to Him as your healer. It is when you look up to Him as your pillar. That is the time. And I want to assure you, if there is someone who is there seeking what God can do, there is a God who is there seeking who can trust in Him. Thank you so much. Allow me to take this opportunity and remind you that come this month from the 13th, I'm talking of next week, from 13th next week, but on 13th of May, all the way to 17th of May, we are having New Wine again with us in our city, Kirinyaga. And of course, this is another season. This is another season to draw strength. This is another season to believe in God again. This is another season where our stories are getting transformed. It is a season where God is going to be taking his time to transform. I started with telling you of this woman with the issue of blood who had gone through 12 good months, and it came to a time that a different physician, one who was so different from the rest, appeared. And this woman made it, her business to like, I'm going to trust in this one. I'm going to, maneuver until I get to touch the hem of his garment. And I know once I do that, my life cannot remain the same. Yes, I'm speaking to you who is not aware of New Wine Conference that will be taking place here. I feel like it's another season to touch the hem of the garment of Christ, and our lives shall not remain the same. I hope you're ready. I hope you have prepared our hearts enough. We are going to be having the grace of God, none other but Apostle David Juma, who is going to be here with us, and also alongside we'll be having Psalmist Kelvin. And I want to believe they are loaded for us. They are loaded for you. That which you feel it has been so much over the 12 months, this is your season. This is your time to let go and allow God in New Wine Conference 2026. It is going to be a blessing. Thank you so much. Until we meet again next week, same time, same place. You have been a blessing, and I pray that may God continue even gracing your life as you go through the week and as you go throughout the month. May God bless you until we meet again. We love you so much. May God preserve you.